Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Faith. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am going to be giving you my Sephora VIB sale recommendations. If you are a Rouge member, that's like the insider club, the sale starts on April 26th and you get 20% off with the code Hey Rouge. I'll put all this information down below in the description bar. If you are a VIB member, it starts May 2nd and you get 15% off. And if you are a beauty insider, it also starts May 2nd, but you just get 10% off. Anybody can be a beauty insider. You don't have to build up points or anything like that. But I'll put all of that information down below in the description box in case you want to see what percentage you could be getting off. This is a really good time to be shopping at Sephora because sales at Sephora, like, they don't happen. This is literally the only time that you can get makeup at Sephora for a discount, basically. So I wanted to give you my recommendations, and this video is actually also in collaboration with Hannah Bell, who has done a video just like this giving her recommendations. So if you want to see someone else's recommendations for the sale and see what products she recommends, then definitely check that out. I will link her video down below. A lot of you guys may already know Hannah because I've collaborated with her before and I've mentioned her in my videos before. She does a ton of TJ Maxx, Marshalls hauls and shopping trips and things like that, so I know that you guys will love her. And also, if you are here from Hannah's channel, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking on my video and watching my video next, and I hope that you enjoy my recommendations. So sit back, grab a coffee, a drink, a snack, whatever. We're gonna get into my Sephora VIB sale recommendations. So I'm going to start with skincare. I have just a few skincare products that I want to mention. The first is the Caudalie Glycolic Peel Mask. I have talked about this on my channel a handful of times. This is my favorite skincare mask and it is available at Sephora. So you basically put this on any trouble spots that you want some exfoliation or things like that. Leave it on for 10 minutes. And I'm telling you guys, after I take this mask off, my skin feels so soft, so hydrated, and it never irritates me. It is a glycolic acid sort of peel, like chemical peel mask, but it's really gentle and it really just removes any texture, really exfoliates the skin nicely and makes my skin feel super baby soft afterwards. You can use this like 2 times a week, I think. I normally just use this like whenever my skin feels extra bumpy or gross. The next product you guys won't be surprised of is the Fresh Sugar Lip Balm. I talk about this all the time. This is a very expensive lip balm, so I thought it'd be perfect to recommend to pick up during the sale with the discount. It is so good. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. But I put this on every night. I think I've mentioned this before that my husband steals this from me. He loves it so much as well. It's a really nice lip balm. I'm basically completely out of this one, so I need to pick up another one. This is the advanced therapy one. That's why it's in like a white tube. The original one is in the brown tube. They all kind of do the same thing, and there's also a couple that are tinted. So I highly recommend the Fresh Sugar line in general, but their lip balms are super good. Okay, and last skincare product is actually one that's not really that expensive, and this is actually a brand that has newly been introduced to Sephora. This is Mario Badescu and it's their buffering lotion. Mario Badescu has been at Ulta for a while now and they are more affordable, actually very affordable, and I think recently, as of in like January, they got into Sephora. So this is already pretty affordable to begin with and you could get it with the discount. What this buffering lotion does, and it's not really like a lotion, it's really like a liquid. You put it on almost like a toner over any areas of your skin that have little breakouts, and this really minimizes the amount of time that those breakouts will be there. It also stops more breakouts from happening. So you know, if you have like a cluster of pimples, like 1 or 2 pimples, and then you just know that it's just gonna like keep getting irritated and you might get more pimples in that area, if you put this on there, it will kind of minimize that, make those pimples go away, and also stop that area from getting infected and just like irritated. So I love this. I use this whenever I have a breakout and I think it really does work. Oh, also I didn't mention, I'm purposely wearing a black and white striped top for this Sephora video because you know, we have to be on brand, you know. Okay, moving into makeup, the first products I want to talk about are from First Aid Beauty. I have their Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer and the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. You guys probably have not heard me talk about these much on my channel. They are newer to me. Well, not this one as much, but this concealer is. I got this concealer maybe a week or two ago, and I've used it almost every day. I'm not wearing it today, but I've used it almost every day. This is such a good everyday concealer, and these are both exclusives to Sephora. So other than buying them on the First Aid Beauty website, the only other place you can get these is at Sephora. Let me first talk about this moisturizer, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the concealer. But this is a priming moisturizer. It has a little bit of a glow to it, but what I really like about it is if you have dry skin, this is a really nice product to start with before you apply your foundation, because it will give your skin the hydration it needs, but it also is supposed to work well with makeup, and it really does. It also has a little bit of a glow to it, which I like. It's not super glowy. Like if you guys watched my 5 favorite dewy primers video, this would not be anywhere close to those, but it does just give you a little bit of a glow and hydration, and I do find that it allows my foundation to just go on smoothly and nicely, and this never breaks me out. I do have an issue with moisturizers breaking me out. There are only a few moisturizers that don't. Paula's Choice I've talked about before, which I don't think Paula's Choice is available at Sephora, or else they would be in this video, but their moisturizers are great for me, and this one has never broken me out either. So I wanted to recommend this. Again, it's the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, and it does say safe for sensitive skin, so that's probably why it works well for me. So then again, the concealer, this is their Bendy Avocado Concealer. This is pretty new. I think it came out sometime last year. I never got around to trying it, but I'm so glad I finally did. Again, this is perfect for every day. If Tarte Shape Tape or those thicker concealers are too thick, too cakey, too drying on you, and you just want something more hydrating and light coverage, this is something you should definitely check out. You guys know I love Tarte Shape Tape. That's actually what I'm wearing today because I have a little bit more of a glam makeup look on. I actually did do a tutorial on this eye look. I used one palette. It's a new release, so if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed, turn the notification bell on. That'll probably be the next video up on my channel, or if not the next one after the next. But yeah, I didn't wear this today just because I did a little bit more of a glam look, but for my everyday super natural looks, this has been my go-to concealer the last couple weeks. This is the first shade, the lightest shade. I think it's called Bone or Fair or something like that, but I do like my concealers very light. If you're more fair than me, you could still get away with using this. It just won't be as brightening under the eyes. But I really wanted to recommend this, especially since I haven't talked about it yet on my channel, and it's become quickly one of my favorite products. Now, I did just mention that I did a video on my top 5 or favorite dewy glowy primers, and I did want to again recommend 2 of these to you that you can get at Sephora. The first is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Radiance. So I just talked about this in that video. If you want to hear more about why I like this, go watch that video after this one, but I highly recommend this. And then the other one that I talked about in that video is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonderglow. This is an expensive primer, so definitely if you were interested in picking this up after watching my video, this is the time to do it because you could get it for % off. So both of these I highly recommend checking out if you're looking for a glowy, dewy primer. And I have another product from Charlotte Tilbury as well that I wanted to recommend. This is the Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. So it's a contour and highlight palette, and this is a really, really nice contour shade for me, for my skin tone. If you're similar to me, I think you would really, really enjoy this. And the highlight is gorgeous. So pretty. It's natural, but it's still there. I think this would be perfect for like a natural glam sort of look. The packaging is gorgeous. This is just, I love this little palette. It's so nice. Again, Charlotte Tilbury is very expensive, so this is kind of the time to get these more expensive products that you've been looking for because they're going to be on sale. So really wanted to recommend this. I have used this in a video. I don't know if it was my Valentine's Day look or something like that, but I really, really do enjoy this. The next product I want to recommend is a lip product, and this is from Buxom. This is their lip cream, plumping lip cream, and this is actually the one I'm wearing right now. This is the shade Fuzzy Navel. It's like a peachy kind of color. I swear this stuff makes your lips look huge. It really does plump them. In the video that I just filmed before this on this tutorial, I was kind of zoomed in closer because I was doing the eye look, and I looked in the viewfinder at my lips and they just looked huge. So if you're looking for a plumping gloss that really does plump, I highly recommend this. And Sephora actually has, it's either limited edition or like an exclusive kit, like a mini kit of these that I will link down below along with just the original single ones. If you're looking for multiple shades, maybe go the kit route and you'll still get the percentage off. The thing I love about these too is when you're looking at the shades of them, don't worry too much if they look bright. Like this looks pretty orange, but they're really pretty sheer. They just have a little bit of a tint of that color to them. So don't worry about that if they look bright or anything like that and you're looking for more of a neutral look. They're pretty neutral, they go on pretty sheer, but they're super wet and they do give you just that little bit of like minty tingle, but it's not uncomfortable. I don't personally like super tingly like feelings on my lips. This one I can handle and I really like the outcome of it because I feel like my lips do plump up and look really nice. So I definitely wanted to recommend these. Definitely check out that kit if you want to try a few of the different shades. I'll put both of the links down below. The next product I want to recommend is a foundation, and this is the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation, the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm not wearing this today. This is more of my like fake tan or summer shade, and my tan has kind of faded, but I love this. The shade is Sahel. In case you're wondering, when I'm tan, this is the shade I use. What I love about this foundation, and I actually did just talk about this more in depth in my last favorites video, I believe it was, but this gives you great coverage. It gives you a natural finish, but I think this would work really well for dry and oily skin because it's not super luminous, but it's also not matte. It's like right in between. It really, I don't know how to explain it. I think how I explained it in the last video is it kind of like adheres to your skin in this way where you just feel like you're locked in. Like I feel like this would be a really good foundation for any events or things like that because it just stays in place, but it's not a matte foundation. Normally when I think of foundations that are gonna stick on the skin and like stay in place, I think of something that's matte, which that normally doesn't work for me because I have drier skin. The fact that this is a natural finish with a little bit of radiance in it and it still just has that staying power, that's why I love this foundation and I highly recommend it. I'm really interested to try another NARS foundation. It's like their liquidy one, or it's like a little bit of a lighter coverage one. That's something that I might look into buying for myself during the sale, but I can definitely recommend this one for you. If you're looking for a new foundation, definitely look into this guy. So I also want to recommend the foundation that I'm wearing today, which is the Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation. In case you're wondering, this is the shade 310 Bisque, I believe. This is very similar to the NARS foundation in the finish. It's not matte, but it's not dewy. It's somewhere in between. It has really nice coverage, and I just really love this foundation. I think it looks really nice on the skin. It layers nicely. I have drier skin, and it doesn't pick up on any dry patches or texture or anything like that. So I definitely wanted to recommend this. Again, a more expensive product, but with this sale coming, if you're looking for a foundation, I definitely would check this one out. Another product from Lancome that I wanted to recommend is this mascara right here. This is the Lancome Grandiose Extreme Mascara. You may have seen this one. It's kind of the one with the wonky wand, which I didn't think I'd like or be a fan of, but honestly, I don't care because the formula on this is so good. Actually, you really can't go wrong with any Lancome mascara. All of them are super good. So if you're looking for a higher end mascara to pick up during the sale, I would definitely go the Lancome route. But this one in particular, I really enjoy. I've been wearing this every day for probably 2-3 months. I should probably actually pick up a new one. It's super good at thickening up the lashes while also lengthening them. It's just a really good mascara, and I don't have super thick natural lashes, but when I wear this, I feel like I do. It's so good. The next product I want to recommend is another lip product. This is from Too Faced. It is their Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Longwear Lipstick. This is my current favorite liquid lipstick formula. It just stays on the longest. I actually do have this shade in particular on underneath that Buxom lip gloss. This is the shade Child Star. It's my favorite shade. It's the most like neutral pink shade. I really recommend these if you're looking for a liquid lipstick that lasts a super, super, super long time. I did a video on my top 10 or something liquid lipsticks and this was in there. It just has the most longevity of any liquid lipstick I've ever tried. So I will link this down below. I think they may also have like mini packs, kind of like the Buxom one. So if they do, I'll find that and link it below as well. But this is definitely my favorite shade, the Child Star shade. I think just works for my skin tone. They have a good amount of shades. I wish they had a little bit more. The red, it's called Lady Balls. I hate the name, but the red shade is really, really good as well. If you're looking for a red liquid lipstick, definitely check it out in this formula. Also from Too Faced, I wanted to recommend the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I actually still have the old packaging. This is not what it looks like now. If you go on the website, you'll see that this is no longer the packaging, but the product is the same, and this is so, so good. Again, this is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the medium to deep shade, and I actually used this today to contour. This is what I've been loving to use for contour because it's a little bit more on the neutral or cool tone side, so it just works really nicely. It's also matte, so it works perfectly for contour on my skin tone, or you could just use this all over the face as a bronzer as well. Really, really good. Smells like chocolate. Can't go wrong. Another bronzer I wanted to recommend is from Becca. This is the Ipanema Sun Sunlit Bronzer. I also have this on today, kind of like up a little bit higher over the contour. This one has definitely a sheen to it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell from the swatch, but in the pan you can see that there's a little bit of a shimmer. It's not shimmer, it's more just like a glow. It's a very nice glowy bronzer. This is actually one of the deeper shades. I probably don't need this deep of a shade. I always have to be super, super careful when going into this because it's pretty dark. They have quite a few lighter shades if you need a lighter shade, or I think they have one that's even deeper than this, but I highly recommend it. It's a really nice powder. It never looks patchy. It always just looks super nice and sun-kissed. So I highly, highly recommend this. If you're looking for a new bronzer for spring and summer, definitely check these out. Another product that I want to recommend that won't be new to you guys is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Foundation. You guys know that I use this every day over my liquid foundation. This is actually a pressed powder foundation from Bare Minerals that you could wear on your own, like on its own as a foundation, but how I like to use it is with a big fluffy brush and just dust it over my liquid foundation. It sets down the liquid and also gives me a little bit more coverage, which I love. I can't live without this stuff. I was actually asked in a recent video, how can you put powder on your skin when you have dry skin? Like most people think if you put powder on dry skin, it's gonna look cakey or powdery or dry, which can be the case, but this powder does not do that. This is like a hydrating powder. I don't know how to explain it, but I can't live without it, so I had to recommend this. If there's any way to ever get this on sale, I always do. Obviously, you can get this at Ulta, Bare Minerals, or Sephora, but since it's going to be on sale, I wanted to recommend it to you guys to pick it up at Sephora. I also want to recommend the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I love this palette, especially these two shades here, which I have needed to replace for the longest time. They actually have singles that you can buy and replace, so during the sale, I'm going to do that. They're the shades Lyric and Levitation. I love using these underneath my eye to set my concealer and really brighten up that area. The contour shades are also really nice, but the real reason I love this palette is for these two shades here. I also wanted to recommend the Tartelette in Bloom palette if you're looking for, if I can open this, come on. If you are looking for a nice neutral palette, this is a really good one to check out. It has a nice mix of mattes and shimmers as well as light to deeper shades for a look, but it's all neutral. So if you're looking for a nice neutral palette, this is probably one of my favorite neutral palettes that I own. So definitely wanted to recommend this guy, and also it's so pretty. I love the packaging. I also wanted to recommend that you check out the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. These are my 3 current favorites: the Modern Renaissance, the Soft Glam, and the Norvina. Definitely, if you are looking to purchase a higher end palette, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones in particular, I would definitely consider picking one up during the sale. And again, these are my 3 favorites. I'll open them up here. You guys have probably seen the Modern Renaissance a million times. I really love the Soft Glam, but I also love Norvina. They're all so pretty. They're perfect for neutral looks or also more intense looks. So definitely check these guys out. They're so nice. I still am thinking of doing a video where I take all my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes and like talk through the pros and cons and help you decide like which one you might want to buy. So if you want to see a video like that, let me know. But I think I only have one more product to recommend. Is that right? Yes, one more product, and this is this is a very expensive product. This is something that is not a necessity, but is a beautiful product that I actually discovered when I did my Jaclyn Hill foundation routine video. I basically recreated and followed Jaclyn Hill's foundation routine that she did. She posted like a glowy full coverage foundation routine. It was probably a year ago now, or close to a year ago, but this was one of the products she used, and when I bought it, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. It's a setting spray from Lila B. This is $48. So this is like a $50 setting spray, which is absolutely crazy, but I have to say, this is one of the nicest and most glowy and dewy and gorgeous face sprays I have ever tried. And Sephora actually has a set where you get a full size and a mini size for the same price as one. So it's $48, but you get a little bit extra. So I'll link that one down below. Definitely, if you're gonna get this, get that kit instead of just this, because you get more product. It is so good, and if you guys have been wanting to try this, because I know I have used it in a few videos and talked about it before, this is the time to get it because you get a discount. It's just so beautiful. I'm actually basically all out. It's like down to here, so I'm like sort of considering repurchasing it, but it's so expensive. But I really highly recommend it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So definitely, if you're looking for a high-end, beautiful, dewy, glowy setting spray, that's the way to go. It's way better than the Tatcha one, like way better. It will make your skin look just quenched. It's amazing. So those are all of my recommendations for the Sephora VIB sale. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments if you plan to pick any of these up or what you have on your list to get during the sale. Also, don't forget to check out Hannah's video after this. I will link her video down below as well as her channel so that you can go subscribe. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!